We are all here today to tell you more about Monday at the Musicals.
I had childhood cancer when I was younger. I love musical theatre, so that's where all of this began, really. In 2005, I was diagnosed with acute promyelocytic leukemia at age 9, and I think to be diagnosed at any age is a shock, but to be diagnosed so young, you just don't envisage it. I couldn't believe it. Just under 3 years later, the cancer came back, and then a month later, I had a massive stroke.
Monday the 12th of May at the Lyric Theatre, Shaftesbury Avenue, London.
Charities this year are Trek Stock, so they support young people in their 20s and 30s living with and beyond cancer. They've been a huge support to me over the years. The other charity is Children with Cancer UK. They basically saved my life.
Okay, so we have Georgina Castle from Mean Girls. We have Sarah O'Connor from Wicked. We have your brother Nadeem as well. Yeah, which is really exciting. He's in Phantom at the minute as well, isn't he?
He's touring.
So we've just recently got Lee Mead, and we have Natalie Paris, who was in the original cast of Six.
So yeah, amazing venue, amazing performers, amazing band. We've got a full-on production team doing all the bits.
In that theatre, there's going to be 700-800 people, and it's another 700-800 people that know about that charity if they need support themselves.
Exactly.
Which I think it's just as important as raising the money, awareness as well.
Hi everyone, welcome to this very special bonus episode of Real Talk with Nat. Today I'm joined by two very special guests, Ellen and Laura, who are my co-producers for Monday at the Musicals. I say my co-producers, but Ellen is the OG producer and Laura and I are the co-producers. Yes. But we are all here today to tell you more about Monday at the Musicals. So before we do that, ladies, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hello. Hello. I am Laura Baldwin, co-producer.
And I'm Ellen Bisci, OG producer.
That's what we've got to call each other. Co-producer, OG. Just the OG. Yeah. And a bit more about yourself, ladies, other than being co-producers and OG producer of Monday at the Musicals, a bit about your background, what you're up to these days. Tell us more.
So I am a musical theatre performer. And I do bits of TV and film. That's kind of what I do for my career. And I don't have any hobbies really. I came from. I was like, is it?
I don't have any hobbies.
I feel like there's got to be something else I can talk about myself.
What do you like doing in your spare time?
That's a really good question. Oh, we were just talking about cryotherapy.
We were.
Sauna, cryotherapy. That's what I like doing.
Love that. Looking after yourself.
Yeah, I like looking after myself. Yeah. I'm originally from Yorkshire. Moved to London at the age of 16. I think that's me.
There we go.
Go on.
Love it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ellen, OG producer at Monday at the Musicals. I work for a cancer charity. I had childhood cancer when I was younger. I've been on the podcast before, which is exciting. And I love musical theatre. So that's where all of this began, really.
I just want to say, actually, I should say welcome back to the podcast to you, Ellen, because, you were my OG get. You're just an OG all round. Just the OG of life by the sounds of it. But you were my first guest that we had on the podcast back in... When did we start filming? Carl? This is before Carl was even in the picture. This is when I was doing it all myself, thinking I could manage things, and then very quickly learned that I must have some help. When did we record our episode? Before Christmas?
Was it September?
October, I want to say.
That's
October.
I thought it was around then.
Because we'd done it and then we visited the venue, didn't we?
Yeah, so October.
That day.
Yeah, so for those of you who want to know the ins and outs of Ellen's story, episode 2 of the podcast and 3, because we did a 2-parter, didn't we?
We should be at a long
and we got really into everything. But I would love you to explain a little bit more about that in this episode as well. But let's get stuck into Monday at the Musicals. So what is Monday at the Musicals for those of our viewers who are watching or listening?
So Monday at the Musicals is basically a charity event that we have done. This is our 3rd event this year. We started off at the Actors Church, didn't we? And we're now at the Lyric Theatre on Shaftesbury Avenue.
Making moves.
We can't believe it. I still can't get over it, can you? No. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we started them because basically I have a real passion for musical theatre. Basically I had childhood cancer, and through that time I basically used to go to the theatre, and it brought a lot of light through the toughest of times. And because of that, and also my passion for fundraising and health and everything, we decided to put together these concerts, which is bringing together fundraising and musical theatre. And that's how Monday at the Musicals was formed.
Yeah.
3 years ago now.
3 years ago. And how did you guys meet? Because this is a big part of the Monday at the Musical story.
So I was doing a concert at the Actors Church. I think it was Christmas 2019, wasn't it? And Ellen was doing a speech all about her life and her experience with cancer and the late effects that causes. And I just remember being sat on one of the pews and just like, it just like touched somewhere in me. And I was like so moved by her speech that we just had a conversation afterwards. And it was just, you meet someone and you're just instantly like, well, we're just going to be friends then, I think.
Yeah.
Like
it just,
there was just,
like that, wasn't it?
it was like instantly we were friends.
Yeah.
It's lovely. And I felt the same when I met you as well.
Same.
When you just meet people and you're like, you just from the same planet.
Yeah.
And then a lockdown very quickly happened, but we sent each other books and we just kind of really got to know one another. And then I can't remember when our first conversation was about Monday at the Musicals.
I think I sent both of you a voice note, didn't I, one day? When was that?
think.
That would have been, was that 2022?
Yeah, so I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah.
I can't remember when I was talking about it. Oh, in the video that I did on the Instagram post. And yeah, because we started working together properly at the end of 2022. So I think that's when you had that initial idea, because we did 2023 was the first Monday at the Musicals.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have been 2022.
Oh my gosh. Like,
It's wild,
yeah,
isn't it?
it really is.
It's wild. And the thing is, it's the fact that like 5 years ago, we didn't really know each other, any of us really,
No.
did we?
Yeah.
And now we've built this from there.
Yeah. So do you want to just explain, Ellen, a little bit more about your story?
My
Yeah,
story.
because like I said, we have got those first episodes, but I'd love you to share with the listeners what's going on.
Yeah, so there's so much to it, but basically in 2005, I was diagnosed with acute promyelocytic leukemia at age 9. And I think to be diagnosed at any age is a shock, but to be diagnosed so young, you just don't envisage it. I couldn't believe it. So I had 6 months of treatment, and then I got back to life, and we thought cancer was gone forever, but just under 3 years later, the cancer came back. I started treatment, and then a month later I had a massive stroke, so I was unable to walk or talk or do anything, and it's crazy. Such a difficult time. So I had my treatment, and as I said, the first time kind of life returned to normal after cancer, but the second time it didn't. And I feel like it's only probably in the last 2 or 3 years that life has felt anything normal, because I've been left with a lot of late effects from the treatment that I had. And I think probably this is where it all started, with me speaking about my late effects and all of us kind of discussing it, and me working with Nat over the years as well. And my late effects include hydrocephalus, so I've had 13 brain surgeries for that. Nat still can't believe
Every
it.
time she tells me this, I'm like,
I get
What?
emotional even when I listen to,
I know.
it hits me.
yeah,
Obviously I've got the late effects from the stroke, so memory loss and stuff like that, and weakness on my right side. I'm epileptic. There's so much, isn't there, really? And then in the last 5 years I've been diagnosed with heart failure. And I think that was really tough, because I couldn't believe that a treatment that I'd had so many years ago could suddenly impact my heart, and continues to impact my heart.
and that was really out of the blue when that started happening, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy, because
Yeah.
it was literally just before the pandemic. I remember I had to stop work, and because we didn't know what it was, there wasn't awareness. And I think it was around that, because I'd just about known you then, hadn't I think? And I just couldn't believe that life was still I guess my life was really stuck, wasn't it? I was just stuck. So yeah, it's been a long journey, and I think I've worked with Nat a lot, and obviously I'm so amazed that I'm where I am today, but it's been a fight, hasn't it? And I think life has been and continues to be so unpredictable, but at the moment life is good, and I feel that I'm quite well, and I've had a really good few months, so that is a blessing for sure.
There are times when we've got together and actually your health hasn't even come into the conversation, and then we get to the end of our catch up and we're like, oh,
Yeah.
We've not even had to talk about it. And obviously we can talk about it as much or as little as you ever want to, but it's just sometimes really nice to just be like, oh, we just talk about normal life things. Yeah. And I feel like that happened more and more recently, didn't it?
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think as well, what's really great, which is where Monday at the Musicals comes into it, and obviously we'll talk a little bit about the two charities as well, but we've spoken about this before, Ellen, and as a three we have, where, you know, yes, you are in a great place now, but it's really important to remember that life isn't normal for you every single day, you know?
And I think that's the thing, like my normal isn't the norm for like you two. And I think and I've really accepted that. It's taken me a lot of years to accept that my life is different, because you want to live this normal life, but it's also realizing that actually my life is still very different. But, you know, life is good for me at the moment. And I think that's kind of what I take. I mean, Nat has been amazing with the mindset stuff over the years, because she won't take any credit for this.
I will. But what I always will say is that it's down to you. You know, it is, isn't it? It is. Any coach or any mentor or anyone can guide anyone to do anything. Yeah. But unless that person wants to actually do it and actually does it,
then it doesn't happen.
Nothing happens.
No.
Exactly. So you don't give yourself enough credit, honey. Tables have turned. But I think it's really important to talk about that.
Yeah, because that's the thing, because people probably see it from the outside that life is normal, but there is still a lot of challenges.
There is.
We've got a lot going on at the moment, haven't we, this week, which has been tough, and appointments and A&E trips. And I think, you know, because I normalise it because it's my norm, but actually for anyone else, it's not. If they had one appointment, it would be a lot in a week. So I think, there's kind of two sides to it, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. We've just come back from a friend's birthday, and that was actually a really good example of how things are different for you. You know, having to you left a couple of things a little bit early so you could go home and just chill.
That was it. Yeah, I had to. And that's you probably don't see it, because you probably see me just for a few hours at a time and don't, you know, but that was that weekend I was I really had to pace it, didn't I?
Yeah, 100%. So should we talk about the roles within Monday at the Musicals, and then we can talk about the charities, because there's so much to talk about, and I'm aware that we'll just sit here and go, so blah, 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 and we'll talk about everything under the sun. But let's talk about what everyone's doing in Monday at the Musical. So Ellen is the OG, as we know. The OG. Laura, what kind of role are you playing in Monday at the Musicals?
So I look after the set list, and I help Ellen pick the performers that we're going to have, because for you it's been you've wanted to find performers that have meant something to you throughout your journey. So I've really been helping Ellen with that, and just I do like the music side of things. Which is a real joy.
And should we tell the viewers and listeners who we've got coming up in this one?
Yes. I'm like, God, there's so many. I can't remember.
Say it all. Let's just spill the beans.
Okay, so we have Georgina Castle from Mean Girls. She's playing Regina George. So we were buzzed to get her. She actually asked to do it, just for the record. She was like, please, can I be involved in this? And we were like, absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
We have Sarah O'Connor from Wicked. We have your brother Nadeem as well. Yeah, which is really exciting. He's in Phantom at the minute as well, isn't he?
He's touring.
Where is that?
Oh, here, there,
it's
and
somewhere
everywhere.
abroad,
I think
right?
he's in Prague at the moment.
Okay.
He's playing the Phantom on tour, so that's pretty cool.
I mean, we have the Phantom.
The Phantom.
Harvey Hopper is there. We have Holly Bannis, who has done Tina. So we have her. Who else? Sarah Goggin from Back to the Future. We have Freddie King, who's in Titanic. We have so many wonderful performers. Ava Brennan, she's recently added. Maggie Lynn as well, who's done it from the start.
Tom Lidgley.
Yeah, Tom Lidgley. Thank you.
I was thinking that. Who else have I posted? Tom Lidgley.
Really bad with names.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Really amazing voice. And there are two of the performers that we've just secured that we are waiting to announce. I won't say who they are yet.
Can we not say who they are?
Can we?
When are we announcing? If we're announcing soon, then we can, because then we'll have already announced it.
Oh, okay. So we've just recently got Lee Mead, who was the Joseph, and we have Natalie Paris, who was in the original cast of 6. So it's really exciting, isn't it? Joanne Clifton, she has done, I think, every musical known to us. So she done
every musical,
as well as Strictly. So yeah, we're very excited to have her.
And we have our, I was going to say producers. No, that's us. Presenters.
Oh my God,
Talk about the
yes.
presenters, the hosts.
Yeah, we do. We just recently got Hannah Lowther, who also has got her own podcast as well.
Yes, she does, doesn't she?
She does.
Yeah.
So now she's going to be a new addition, and she's amazing. She's a big musical theatre person. She's also done many musicals, hasn't she? And
she's got a massive following, hasn't she?
A huge TikTok following.
She did Emoji Land with you.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. We worked on a musical together called Emoji Land a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And yet she's just such a lovely soul and cares so much about musical theatre. I couldn't think of anyone better to present it along with Simon. Who has done it each year, and I just thought it would be a really nice addition to have the two of them.
100%. And from what I know about Hannah, from what you've said, they'll bounce off really well off one another.
For sure.
Just going back to like full circle moments as well. I remember last year when did Simon do it both years?
Yeah, he's done it both years so far. Yeah.
My God, time. Literally, I'm thinking about the first year. That's bizarre. It was 2 years ago when I first met Simon, and he saw my name, and Naman isn't a very common name. And he came up to me and he was like, "Do you have a brother called Nadeem?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Why?" "I love Nadeem." Anyway, he'd ended up doing some stuff with Nadeem before, and now Nadeem's going to be in the concert this year, and they're going to be working together again. Like, it's just mad how these full circle moments just come into play. And it's just, I just find it not strange, because I know that's how the world works, but like, I just love it when those things happen.
And Freddie said the other day that Simon trained Freddie and Hannah.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
Yeah, he told me the other day when we were waiting for you.
Did you mention that on the meeting the other day? Why do I know that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's when you,
How wild is that? See, it's just crazy, isn't it? It's all of it kind of comes around again, doesn't it?
It does.
And I think the biggest thing is that, like you said, it just feels like family. I think everyone coming together. I mean, all of the performers, no one's being paid. They're all giving their time, and it's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
like
a good
the
lineup.
Cast that we have, an amazing lineup. Yeah, we're really buzzed by everyone that's involved.
Yeah.
So
amazing. So you're dealing with all the musical stuff.
I am, yeah.
You'll be doing that on the day as well, won't you? You'll be helping with all the organisation of all of that.
For sure. And this is the first time as well that we have a band. Before we've had a pianist, which has been beautiful for the Actors Church. It's a very like intimate venue, and that made sense. Whereas we said that this time we would love to have a band. I feel like when we all talked about it, we were like, that's part of the next step.
Yeah.
So it's getting all the orchestrations sorted for everything. But yeah, I can't wait to hear it.
It's going to be amazing, isn't it?
It is going to be
Can we just talk about
the
the difference in the venue for the last 2 years compared to this year?
Oh my gosh.
It's insane.
I walked past it. It's massive. I walked past it the other night. I'd been to go see Oliver, and then it's literally on the same road. It's on Shaftesbury Avenue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And just seeing the Lyric Theatre in all its glory and people coming out of it, and the buzz of Piccadilly is so exciting.
Yeah. Just the location of it in itself. Obviously, Actors Church, Covent Garden, that's a pretty cool location anyway.
I mean, it's been beautiful, and they've always been so accommodating for us. And they look after us on the day, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Covent Garden is such a beautiful place to be in.
It is.
But yeah, this just feels to be in the heart of West End.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it?
I think we didn't realise what a big step up
it
was. I think that's the reality, isn't it?
But if you remember in our first episode, we were talking about this massive step up, but nothing was secured, nothing was confirmed. It was kind of a bit of a dream back then, but we were like, but it's fine, it's going to happen.
And then we've got a bigger venue than we thought originally.
Yeah.
We're like,
we went up another level. Literally.
It's wild, isn't it?
It is.
It is, because the thing is, I think because all of us have some link to musical theatre, especially you two more than myself, I think we'd forget that it's a huge thing to do.
Yeah.
Because it's massive, because none of us are actual musicians, none of us,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I know you're in events and that, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I think we
Yeah.
do forget that it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was so much, there was just so much to think about organising that we just hadn't even thought of. It's just
Our
a
meetings
whole
leveled
other
up
level.
quite drastically,
Yeah,
didn't they?
have.
Compared to the last 2 years.
Yeah. My housemates kept walking into the meetings, and I would sometimes like acknowledge them in our like early meetings.
Yeah.
And then they've like walked into the recent ones, and I'm like,
Not now.
Not now. I'm like, well, there is much to discuss. Yeah.
It's so true though, isn't it?
It is.
But how amazing. And I think in order to, you know, raise as much awareness and raise as much money and all the stuff that we're doing for the charities, you have to level up. As amazing as the Actors Church was, which it really was, and for the first couple of years, I think we did amazing, but we sold out both years. There's no way you can keep growing if you stick to a venue of that size. So we thought, let's go from 200 to 1,000, YOLO.
Screw it. Yes,
Why not?
Do you know what? Why?
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Got to aim high. And we've just gone for it though.
We have.
I'm here
I feel
for
like,
it.
though, it will be then easier in years to come.
Yeah.
I feel like
we can just keep growing gradually now.
Then we'll be to the Albert Hall in 5 years, you know.
Listen, no, we said that. We said that before.
We did say that.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Didn't we say it in like 10 years? We were like, we'll do the Royal Albert Hall.
No, I think we
feel
said
like-
5.
Did we say 5? Yeah. I think we said next year, actually.
2026. Listen, anything is possible, my friends.
It is.
Anything is possible.
It is.
So yeah, amazing venue, amazing performers, amazing band. We've got a full-on production team doing all the bits. Should we talk about the charities?
Yes.
Go on, Ellen. I'll let you explain.
The charities this year are Trek Stock, so they support young people in their 20s and 30s living with and beyond cancer. They've been a huge support to me over the years, because I found that a lot of charities maybe would support you a couple of years post-treatment, but that was it, whereas Trek Stock kind of, although obviously I didn't have cancer in my 20s or 30s, my late effects have continued. So they've been amazing. I honestly don't know where I'd be without them.
Do you want to just talk a bit about what they've done for you? So what kind of support did they give you throughout that time?
So they do an exercise program called Renew, and that's something that you basically cardiac trained rehabilitation specialists, and you have one-to-one support in cardiac support, or any, rehab support basically. They have meetups to meet other people who understand, because I've got amazing friends as of these two, but I think there's nothing like being with other people who totally understand what you're going through. And I actually am now I host their monthly meetups for the London group now, which is fantastic. So, and they also have panel discussions with healthcare professionals so that you feel confident enough to speak to your healthcare professionals. So I think that's so important. So they do a range of things. So rather than research, they're kind of the support charity for that. And they're the only charity for people in their 20s and 30s. So they're fantastic. Amazing team. And then the other charity is Children with Cancer UK. And this still is wild. They basically saved my life because their research, they co-founded the MRD test, which basically tests how much leukemia is in your body and what treatment you'll need. And yet they co-founded that, and it's a test that I had both times that I had leukemia, which saved my life basically.
Wow.
And I'm now working for a charity. So it's all like full circle.
Full circle moment.
It's really crazy. I mean, all of us are aligned and we're all kind of in this space, but I got back in touch with the charity because the concert that Laura's talking about, where Laura and I met, I was out for dinner with my aunt and we went into the Actors Church literally just because it was raining. We went in and there was a rehearsal going on, and Kay and I were like, my aunt, and we were like, oh, we'll just sit in the church and just wait before we go for dinner. And we came out and looked up the what event was on, and it was in aid of Children with Cancer UK. And so we were like, okay, we'll have quick dinner, and then we'll go in and watch the concert. And we did, and we told Michael Xavier, who was organising it. It's his stage school, basically. It was his stage schools. They do an annual Christmas concert. he was like, will you come up and speak? And because I was like, children with cancer has saved my life. And it's from there that everything just started. The next year I met Laura, and then I'm now working for the charity, just from like us going into a church in the rain.
You know how they say like every single decision changes your life? Like, isn't that so true?
Isn't it sliding doors?
Sliding doors.
Yeah.
That's my sliding door moment, I think. Because I think none of it, I wouldn't know Laura. I probably, there's just so much that that one day has changed my life.
And it was a concert that was in aid of children with cancer. You did your talk. You two then met how many years down the line now from that day? 6 years?
6 years, yeah.
6 years.
5 years since, yeah.
We're now working with Children with Cancer UK. You're working for Children with Cancer UK. And we're all producing a concert for them and for Trekstock.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad what happens.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so wild.
Those two charities, and you're still very close with both of those charities, aren't you? What sort of stuff are you doing for Children with Cancer UK at the moment?
So at the moment, I'm working in their events team, so for work. And so I do their events team, and I also work in the corporate team. So I really enjoy that with helping to get funding in and stuff. So it's amazing. I really like it. I mean, I only work part-time. I just do 8 hours a week because that's enough for me. So when we're saying about life, for me, 8 hours a week is my full time.
Yeah, that's what 5 days a week is like for most people.
And I think some people can't understand that because they're like, oh, you only work 8 hours a week. But actually, and mainly I work from home as well. But that's what's manageable. But it's nice to know that I've got some purpose. Because I think when I wasn't working, I mean, both of you knew me, a year ago. I've only been working for the charity a year. But it's just having that purpose and knowing that, okay, those 2 days a week, those 4 hours I'm working and I'm, So
yeah, amazing.
It's
Laura,
crazy.
a question for you.
Alrighty.
When Ellen first mentioned her idea of Monday at the Musicals to you, what was your initial thought process? What was your response?
I was so excited already. And then I feel like then we spent an evening where I just like wrote down like loads of stuff. And when you have this like plan, all of a sudden, and this idea, all of a sudden I was like, we could do this and then this, and then in 10 years time we could do this. And it just felt so right in my gut for us to be doing something like this. Yeah. Because it just opened so many doors. Yeah. And I just could see the future of it so clearly. I just felt so excited about it.
It's exciting though, isn't it?
It is. It is.
I think also for me, as like two of my closest friends here, it's a huge job. We do, I think we also forget that we put a lot into this. Yeah. And it is a lot, isn't it? So for them to be doing this with me is amazing. That's true.
But
some
it makes
people
it more
might
special.
be like, oh no, I'm not doing it. I can't commit to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of us are probably at the moment, I would say, putting 12 hours a week in. At least.
At least, yeah.
And that's a lot, isn't it? That's like a part-time job. Yeah. So it is, there is a lot to it.
But how amazing that when you're doing stuff that you love, it doesn't feel like that. Like the fact you've just said you're probably doing about 12 hours a week. I was at first like, what? Oh no, I am. But because I'm enjoying doing something like this is such a passionate project for you, let's be honest, for you, but for all of us, it doesn't feel like work.
No, it doesn't. No. And anytime I do feel a little bit like overwhelmed and I'm like, oh gosh, are we going to get this done? Yeah. You just suddenly go back to the root of what it's for and what we're doing this for and who we're doing it with. Yeah. And suddenly that anxiety melts away. Yeah. I just think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think also that, like you say, when I've had those moments, there's been a few moments, I would say in the last like 2 months where I've been like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. And then the next day, Nat knows, something will just come into play and it will all just fall into place, won't it?
That's like, again, just such a typical, when you sign up to do something that's a bit scary, that always happens, doesn't it? And you're like, no, can't do it. And then you push past that and you go, no, I can do it. And then all of a sudden everything just works out.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a challenge, but I think it wouldn't be worth it if it wasn't this as challenging as this is. You know? And I think when the evening happens and when we're sat watching it, I feel like we're just going to be like, I think we're just going to be really proud of ourselves.
We will. Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
And this year specifically is very special.
Yes.
So, which is actually really important to share, because this is why we've gone a bit YOLO and just gone
gone
wild.
wild.
Because it's a very special year.
Yeah, because it marks 20 years since I was first diagnosed, which is crazy. And the thing is, I think it's so crazy because it doesn't feel that long, but it does. And I think I'd written for I can't remember, for a charity, and I'd said, like, I can't really remember a life prior to cancer.
Yeah.
And that people can't believe it, but it's the truth. But it's just, this just felt big, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think, this 20 years.
Yeah.
And to be where we are and where I am and out the other side and everything, it's just amazing.
It's a very special time.
Yes.
Go on, Laura. I feel like Laura's going to say something.
No, I was just like, yes.
Yes, I agree. But it is so special. And it is. And again, that goes back to what we were just saying of it makes it so worthwhile. Like, even though it is a bit stressful sometimes, but that's what we're doing it for. We're here to raise as much money as we can. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And just raise as much awareness as we can.
For sure.
Do you want to talk a bit more about the charities? I'm not sure who wants to do that. Maybe
Not anymore.
Ellen or Laura. Is there anything else you want to
If you
share?
would like to, I don't know right now on this moment what I would add. Apart from that, I've loved having Zooms with them.
Oh, they've
and
been so brilliant, haven't they?
they've been amazing.
Yeah.
I think any exciting ideas that we've had, like, put to them, it's been amazing that they've been so accommodating to help.
Really wanting to help.
Yeah, really wanting to help. Because it benefits us, it benefits them. And yeah, it's just felt like a really big team of really great people putting it together. And just thank you to them for helping us, for their support with this. Yeah, that's what I would add. Yeah.
I love
We've got merch.
We've got merch.
We've got merch.
We got merch.
What merch do we even have? We've got t-shirts.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting. We've been designing those, haven't we?
Did we come to a conclusion for the logo? We did, yeah.
This is the thing with having three of us now. It's like getting, because we each liked, it was like each of us wanted a different one, didn't we?
But we came to a happy medium, didn't we?
We
found the one we like.
We've got the one. Yeah. We've got it. So that's really exciting. And I feel like then if people can't make the concert, they can buy a t-shirt, can't they?
We haven't even told anyone when the concert is.
The 12th of May.
Monday the 12th of May at the Lyric Theatre, Shaftesbury Avenue, London. Yeah, so Monday the 12th of May. What time is it?
7:30.
Yeah, 7:30.
We have. And it's going to be fab, isn't it?
Ticket sales. Do you want to talk about the ticket prices? What's available?
Yeah, so tickets start at £25. And then they go up to £95. The £95 tickets include an entrance, the VIP after party,
which is going to be so
fun. And we
fun.
will be there for that as well.
You can come and meet the producers. Come and meet the OG. But the after party is going to be so fun, isn't it? That's an event in itself as well. So
we
it's
can
definitely
just enjoy that bit as well.
Yeah.
Can't we?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that bit, actually. We can breathe.
I need to ask, what are you wearing?
I don't know.
We discussed this earlier.
I don't know, but I'm going to really make an effort. I know that
ball
much.
Ball gowns.
Not sure I'm a ball gown kind of gal, but a dress for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a dress or a jumpsuit.
I see a jumpsuit in your future.
Okay,
I think.
done. Jumpsuit it is. Sold. I like a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You know, a bit smart, but not too smart.
And you always feel quite powerful in one.
Yeah, you do. That's very true. Jumpsuit it is.
Jumpsuit.
What are you two wearing? Do we have any ideas?
I have a yellow dress that I wore to a wedding.
Okay.
And it's like, it feels like Monday at the Musicals to me. It feels bright.
Yellow is very Monday at the Musicals.
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe that, but I wanted to buy something new.
Yeah.
So that's on the back burner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ellen?
And I have no clue.
No.
No, I've been looking. I have been looking. I don't know whether I might hire something.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a big event, isn't it? This is huge, you know?
Why don't we all go shopping?
We'll go all out. Shall we actually?
Let's all go shopping. We can add that into that week before. Is that a bit too lastminute.com?
No.
Maybe we'll get a backup option.
I'm like, no, you're like, no.
Maybe.
3 miles left in my car, 80 miles left in my car. On our way here, we were driving and I had literally 10 miles left of petrol in my car. And Ellen's like, oh my God. I'm like, babes, don't worry. I usually leave it till 2. Ellen gets anxious on 80 miles an hour. Not 80 miles an hour, 80 miles left.
No, it's true.
Okay, so we'll plan our outfits in advance, perhaps.
I think so. Maybe
Yeah.
we need to be coordinated.
Yeah, we should actually.
Or is that just
Right.
gonna...
Let's just add more to our list of things to do. Because we've not got
Maybe write
enough.
that down, actually.
Not got enough to coordinate. No, we should be coordinated. I like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're-
So after party, where's the after party?
Archer Street.
Archer
which is
Street.
It's basically behind the theatre, isn't it? But it's a beautiful venue. Have you seen... Yeah, you've been there over the years, I'm sure.
You went the other day and had a bit of a jolly up.
We did. We did.
You hit it and Kay.
Yes.
Love that.
We did. No, it's gorgeous. So yeah, it's going to be a fab night.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a really good night. I'm just trying to think of anything else that we need to tell people about the actual event itself.
I think it's just going to be a wonderful evening celebrating songs we know and love from musical theatre, celebrating what we've achieved, everything that Ellen has achieved, the hard work that you've put into this, and celebrating performers that have told stories that have moved you before. And yeah, there's also a song that has been written for Monday at the Musicals.
Yes, there has.
I don't know how much we can talk about.
By Charlie Turner, yeah.
It's by Charlie Turner,
Yeah.
and I worked with her a while ago, and she'd written a new musical which was really cool, that I performed at the Other Palace, and then she approached you about writing a song specifically for this concert. So we have one of our singers. It's going to be, I think, Natalie Paris. We'd like to sing that, didn't we? And yeah, just to have somebody write a song for us
I mean, that was
is
an honour in
huge.
itself.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
pretty
real
cool.
honour. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all about finding hope and looking at the positive side of things and looking
Friendship.
and friendship and
Yeah.
I think it's just the evenings that we have spent together when we've done Monday at the Musicals has always, for me especially, been about getting together and like about it. It's always felt very like family oriented.
Yeah, 100%.
And like your auntie always like makes cakes for everyone and like
so cute,
it's
yeah.
just gorgeous. And like the people that have done Monday at the Musicals as well as a concert, it just feels like you're a part of something really special.
Yeah.
Like I've done concerts before in life, and often you go, you do your thing and then you leave.
Yeah.
But because of the underlying nature of this, just feels like so much more.
You know the songs that, because I kind of stay out of that bit. That's your guys' part. Do the songs all have meaning to you, or is it all songs that you just like, or is there more to it?
A mix, isn't it? I would say.
It's a mix. Yeah, it's been, because it's the third year running, we're trying not to do songs that we've done before. And I think especially in the first two, it was really about what songs had meant things to you, like what musicals. So like we did loads of things from Frozen and so this year has been more about songs that we haven't done. And I think because we've got a lot of new performers as well, if they're in shows currently, like your brother, we would love him to sing something from Phantom. So it's kind of, it's been more about that, hasn't it? And like
A mix.
it's a mix. Like I think because then George is in Mean Girls at the minute, it's like, well, we would love her to sing something from the show
there.
that she's a part of. And the same with Sarah O'Connor, who's in Wicked. We're like, well, something from that. So I think it has been a lovely mixture. And I think because Charlie had written that song for you, that felt like such a huge hitting moment.
Yeah.
That's going to be have you heard it yet?
Yes, I heard it when we went and visited the theatre.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We've
Is
had
it
a
so?
lovely
I'm
cry.
imagining some of it is an easier process than others. You probably look at some of the performers and go, yeah, perfect. You can sing that. That'll be amazing. But then is some of it a bit more like, oh, you think about it a little bit more?
Yeah, it's I think, like you say, it's just to be like, right, we don't want them to be ballad after ballad after ballad. It's like, okay, maybe we need a comedy one, or wouldn't it be nice if two boys could sing a duet? But then it's making sure that everybody has an even amount to do.
Yeah, I think, and also new and old musicals as well. We've got to ensure that there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's not easy, is it? It always takes time. But we're this year we've We're doing it earlier, aren't we? I think.
Mhm.
So that's easier, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. And we're doing a raffle, aren't we?
We are.
We're doing a raffle,
Yeah.
which will be involved on the night.
So there's so much to it, isn't there?
I'm sure there's loads of stuff. We're going to come off of here and
we're
be
gonna
like,
be
we
like,
did not
"Oh, we
mention
should have
this,
mentioned
this, or this.
But it will be fantastic.
Should we talk about sponsorship opportunities? Because
Yeah.
we're always open to sponsorship stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Go
so
on, you go ahead. Natalie.
you're like,
This is your forte, my friend.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're always open for people who want to help, really, aren't we? So whether, if you're a small business, if they're a big business, if they want to contribute on a personal level, anything is so appreciated, and we're so grateful for
100%.
any kind of sponsorship if anyone wants to be involved. Obviously, there's the opportunity to feature in our program across our social media platforms. So if anyone wants to help us, please do. We are always grateful. Yeah,
I think we're going to raise a lot this year.
I
aren't
think
we?
so. How much have we raised so far?
Nearly 16 and a half.
Yeah, 16,400 and something, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think over 2 years.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
It's a lot of money.
I think we want 20 at least this year, don't we?
Yeah.
That's like, yeah,
30.
that's a pretty.
Let's make it 30. Add another 10 grand on that. The more the better. The more the better.
It's wild, isn't it?
I think what is really important for people to know is that if people can't make it, like friends of mine are like, oh, I actually can't be there. I'm like, you don't even need to buy a ticket. Obviously, we would love more people to be there, but just to donate would be, if you can't be there as friends of ours, then donate would be so unbelievably
100%.
helpful.
Are we setting up, or have we set up a payment link?
We need to
we'll
do that.
Yeah. By the time this episode goes out, we'll have set up a donation link.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think spreading the word, we just want to get sold out, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, it will be sold out, but
Yeah. Share.
Please come, please. There was a guy that I went on a Hinge date with. I was just oversharing.
Love that.
I
Tell
went
us more. Who was he? Where did you go?
So his name was Joe. Joe, if you're listening, text me back.
Stop ghosting me, Joe.
Stop ghosting me, Joe. No, he was lovely.
Yeah.
He was really nice, but he said he was going to come.
Okay.
So I'm like, just tell
love
your
that.
friend. Yeah,
On
come.
all the Hinge dates and then
If you got
Right, that's Laura. You got a new role now. As
yes,
the single
as the
one.
single one out of the three of us.
Get
I'm going
on
on
a
a date
date.
tomorrow night.
Right, get him along.
So yeah, I'll be like, what are you doing on Monday at 12th of May? If this doesn't work out,
Just be there.
just be there.
Yeah. No.
now.
Share, but it's so important, isn't it? Like you said, just share. Come along if you can. If you can't come along, donate. And sorry, what were you going to say? We going to go further with the date story?
Oh no, I'm intrigued. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Imagine if I marry him now. That'd be really
That'd
exciting,
be nice,
wouldn't it?
wouldn't it? You heard it here first.
Yeah. I won't say his name because
Just in case.
just in case.
case.
Yeah.
Oh my God, imagine if you do end up marrying him.
I know, that'd be really exciting. wouldn't it?
glorious.
I think my family would be thrilled.
Oh,
They're
really?
Like, anytime. They're like, bloody hell, hurry up.
Anytime soon.
But no, just like tell friends, tell family. I think it's just going to be such an amazing evening.
Yeah, it will.
Celebrating everything that you love.
And I think it's so unique as well, isn't it? It's just such a joyful evening.
Yeah. And we have got a pretty good guest list as well coming.
Yes.
Got some special guests, got some celebs in there.
We can't believe the people that
Yeah.
we've got. It's
going to be epic.
it's going to be
It is
really,
gonna be
really
epic.
amazing. Yeah.
Social media handle at Monday at the Musicals.
Mhm.
So make sure you're following us, guys, because
Yeah.
the new announcements will be coming up on there if we have any more as we go.
Yeah.
Plus all the links to everything, tickets, sponsorship stuff, donations, all of that.
Yeah. Surely our merch will be on there as well.
Yeah, our merch. When are we getting our merch
It
out?
should be soon.
Okay. Maybe it's already out by the time this episode comes out.
Whatever
How soon
picture
are we
of us with
talking?
she was trying to sort it out this week with
Oh,
Friday.
brilliant.
now,
Well, it'll
aren't we?
definitely be out then, won't it? That's exciting. Buy
Can't
some
wait.
merch.
I'm gonna have 7.
I'm gonna have,
I'm gonna have like so many.
one for each day of the week.
Yeah, one for each day of the
Love
week.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. We really have grown. haven't we? When you think about it, think about the venue, think about the team who's involved, just the fact we're doing a massive after party.
Yeah.
We've got merch, like there's just a lot happening.
But I think that's also such credit to you because you do this. You're an event planner as well. Like you're so amazing at it.
Well, I think it's a credit to all of us.
But do you know what I mean? It's like she doesn't. You're bloody brilliant. But like
I
you
take it when it's
could
due,
see.
but this is a massive team effort.
Oh, for sure.
Isn't
Like
it?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I just think you especially, I think, could really see
the vision.
and you were like,
Okay,
we need
I'll
to
take
be.
that.
Yeah.
I'll take
You were
that.
like, we need to go big or go home. And I think.
Yeah.
Do you know
big
what
or
I
I'm
mean?
out.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I ain't.
I was a bit like that, wasn't I? In less work.
I remember you. She literally said that.
I was like, listen, there's no point otherwise.
I'm doing it.
But I'm glad that you had that energy because we did definitely need that push to be like, right, let's just dive in and do this.
Yeah.
We've learned so much.
And we're proving that we can all do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I always say, whether you do, just getting my event mind on here, my event brain, whether you do an event for 100 people or 1,000 people, really the bottom line is the same work. You're just doing it at a bigger scale.
Yeah.
So you still got to put that same amount of effort in. Yes, we've had a few more deeper meetings, but in terms of like what we're actually doing and our time and stuff like that and our energy, it's not a drastic difference to what we were doing previously. You just have to be a bit more detailed and a bit more on top of things.
Yeah.
I think also this will be the hardest year, like next year and going forward now. We know what we're doing. It will be the band. It will, you know what I mean? It will be, because the second year was easier than the first.
Exactly.
Wasn't it? Because we knew what we were doing.
You just
at the Actors'
replicated
Church.
what we did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all new territory, isn't it? But I think we've just had so many gorgeous ideas for it. Like even the merch, like that's so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. How exciting.
I can't wait to be in Archer Street afterwards for a lovely
Same.
baby.
And with our personalised cocktails.
Yes, I saw this. I know. Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, we need to decide what we're going to go for. You got to have an Aperol Spritz on there because you love
Yes,
those.
definitely. And you've got to have what do you have?
I love a Negroni.
Okay,
what
an
could
espresso
we?
martini done.
Okay,
We just got to name them each.
Okay.
a Negroni. I feel like I need to think of something.
What are we going to what's the vibe about behind the names of them? One's right, Aperol's got to be called the OG.
The OG.
Done.
The OG.
Done.
Done. The OG.
Yeah, that's it. It has to be.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out ours.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Don't worry about us. We got the OG.
Yeah, that's sorted. Yeah, that's
But how cute is that though?
really cute.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? Anything else you want to share, Ellen, about just this whole experience?
I think it's just I've grown so much with it. I think my confidence, because I genuinely at the beginning thought when I'd voice noted Nat and Laura, I didn't actually think we'd do it. You know, when you just say something,
It was an idea.
or I thought it would be a bit of a like just standard concert. I get, you know, just like a standard thing. And I think even from like, I just hadn't ever done anything like this. I'd never used like Canva. I'd never done it just all of it.
Yeah.
I think my confidence has grown for sure because it's shown me that I can actually achieve. And I feel like before, I think when I was younger, I really struggled because, you know, everyone was hitting milestones and maybe I wasn't because of my health. And actually this has been something that has been mine, I know alongside you two, of course, but you know what I mean? It's my own and it's something that I feel that I've achieved. So it's been,
100%.
it's been life-changing for me for sure.
It has.
Aw, it's your baby.
It is.
It's so special.
Yeah.
I think from my end, as someone who is in the musical theatre industry, like you really experience like the highs, and when they're high, they're amazing, and when they're low, it can feel quite tragic.
Awful,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's awful. And it's been amazing for me to have this outlet and to feel like I'm giving something back through musical theatre, and like to have a passion project. You often as an actor, you feel like your identity is based on whether you're in work or not. And it's just been lovely to be like, there's so much more to life. There is just so much more about life that is important, and that friendship is valuable. And it's just been lovely to have something else to work on that's actually goodness.
Yeah.
You know, but then still, because I know I've performed at them before as well, it's just been such a lovely outlet for me.
Yeah.
And just something I'm really honoured to be a part of with you guys. It's made me feel like I've grown also.
Yeah.
Like I just have much more to give.
Yeah.
You know?
That's amazing.
And I think also it's just the friendship of the three of us.
Yeah.
That is this. Like, you two didn't even know each other before. This is what's
but
wild.
I forget that as well. Like,
me too.
I see you, I'm like, yeah, right, Laura.
Yeah, I know, me too. Yeah, I'm like, right, how you doing, love? You all right? Yeah.
But it is, isn't it?
Yeah. How do you feel about all of this?
I'm just so excited. I'm really, everything that what you guys have just said, I'm just grateful to be a part of this. But I'm really excited for this year because I know we've talked about it a lot, but this is on a different scale for so many different reasons. And I just know that from this year, it's going to reach so many more people. And that's what you're doing it for, right? We're doing it to speak to as many people as possible and help as many people as possible. And for me, as I've spoken about previously in our episode, and I speak about it quite often, like, events isn't my thing anymore. Like, I don't do events. It used to be my thing. I used to love it, fell out of love with it. But this event is like something where I'm genuinely like, oh my God, I fucking love it. Yeah. I'm swearing. It's fine. I'm allowed to swear on my own podcast. Fucking love it.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, fucking love it. Yeah, I do. And I'm so here for it. And I know this is also just the beginning. Like, despite the fact we've gone from like 0 to 5 million in the space of 1 year, like, I know this is the beginning of a much bigger thing. And I don't even know what that looks like moving forward, but I know that something's happening.
I think we need to do like a 5-year plan with it, probably, don't we? 10-year plan.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. And the thing is, I think with these concerts as well, with the charities, it's about awareness for the charities, which is something we probably haven't said so much. But like, you know, in that theatre, there's going to be 700-800 people, and it's another 700-800 people that know about that charity if they need support themselves.
Exactly.
Which I think it's just as important as raising the money, you know, awareness as well.
Yeah, because they are like small to medium size charities,
I mean,
aren't they? They're not huge charities.
Trek stock is tiny. They're like really small.
Yeah.
So for them, for both charities, it's just awareness and
that was a big thing for you. Obviously, you have that personal connection with both of those charities anyway, so it obviously makes sense. But I remember we've had conversations, and you've said, you know, there are so many bigger charities out there who everyone does know about and who everyone naturally will gravitate towards and donate to, which is amazing for them. But there are charities like these too, which really need the support and that awareness. And, you know, by creating this, we're able to do that.
We are.
I love it.
How many days is it?
6 weeks. Not 6 days.
Yeah. 6.
6. 6 weeks, roughly. On Monday, it'll be 6 weeks.
It's not long.
It's not long. It's really not long. God, I need to start thinking about that outfit. I really do. Yeah, but how amazing. I love it. Well, thank you so much, ladies. You've been amazing guests.
Thank you for having us.
We should do a follow-up post-concert. Another bonus episode.
Maybe we do it literally the morning after when we're all still either drunk or hungover.
Right, Carl, what are you doing?
Is that
Carl needs to come to the event firstly, Monday the 12th.
Okay, yeah, Carl.
And then the next morning we can have a catch up.
I actually think that would be really fun because then it will all be like.
No, Ellen will literally be like, guys, I'm so
I'm
tired.
so tired.
Don't talk
I can't
to me.
move
Come
right
back
now.
in a week. We can do some behind the scenes the morning after.
Yes.
And then we'll do
BTS.
Yeah, and we'll do an actual episode soon after that.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you guys want to share your personal socials on there? Because why not?
Yes, my Instagram is laurajean.baldwin.
Mine is I am EMB.
EMB. Can we change it? I am EMB the OG.
I think change.
Imagine if she changes it. If I see that pop up on my thing, I will literally live my best life.
I actually think you should, even just for one day.
Just for one day. Just for the day.
The day of the, day of the concert. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, well, thank you so much, guys. You've been amazing guests.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for listening, for watching. Please make sure you do like, subscribe, comment, share, and follow Monday at the Musicals at Monday at the Musicals. What's the website where we can get our tickets from?
NYMAXtheatres.com.
NYMAXtheatres.com. We'll put the link in the description. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.